watched him, how he helped people and how he dedicated his life and services to this county as a public servant. I wanted to follow in my dad's footsteps. So I did that, and I went into law enforcement. I served 27 years in law enforcement on the local and state level. I was a deputy sheriff here, I've been a police officer here, I've been an investigator here, been an assistant chief of police in the Holmes County area. I also worked for the Mississippi Attorney General's office as a public integrity investigator. Now, those of you that don't know what public integrity is, public integrity investigators, we investigated things like corrupt police officers, corrupt public officials, voter fraud, insurance fraud, things of that nature. I am a licensed and ordained Baptist pastor. I've also been licensed in the United Methodist Church, but I am a pastor of the Mount Nebo Missionary Baptist Church in Philadelphia, Mississippi. Enough of that. The reason I'm running for supervisor is because I think it's time for a change. Nothing against my opponent, but I think it's time for a change. It's time for not only leaders in our county, but it's time for servant leaders in our county. That means dedication, that means commitment, that means, putting the people before anything else. Being a servant leader. I just didn't wake up this morning and discover that. I'm a child of God. When I accepted Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior, that made me a servant leader. Serving God's people. And that's what I want to do as your next supervisor. As your next supervisor, I intend to listen and learn. Just as Ms. Overstreet was saying, I intend to listen and learn. I do know a little bit about budgets because I serve on the Lee County School Board now. So we're working on our budget now for this next school year. So I'm familiar with budgets. Being an assistant police chief, I've had to deal with budgets. So I'm familiar with budgets. I know what budgets is all about. I'm concerned about our road and bridge problems here in our county. Our public schools. I'm very concerned about our public schools. We don't have bad schools here, y'all. But our schools can be better. They can be better than what they are. But as your next supervisor, I intend to try to do something about that boardroom up there in the courthouse. It's too small. You can't hardly hear. And it seems like nobody cares. It seems like none of the board members care. That's there now to try to make room, make the people comfortable when they want to come to board meetings and stuff. So I'm going to be pushing to try to do something about that. As your next supervisor, there will be meetings in my district throughout the district. There will be meetings. Because how are you going to know what's going on if I don't bring you back something and let you know what's going on in the district, what's coming down the pipe? Because I'm going to need your help. I'm going to need your help and help me make decisions that's going to make all of our lives better here in this county. So there's going to be some transparency. So that's where those meetings are coming in. So I'll keep you informed on what's going on. I'll educate you on what's going on in this county, because it's more, as Ms. Overstreet said, it's more to being a supervisor than just roads and bridges. It's a whole lot more. It's a lot more than where it used to be 30, 40, 50 years ago. It's a whole lot more. So transparency is very important to me in being your supervisor. We have 2 county parks in this county. Well, 3 actually, because it's one over at Warner Grove, and then there's one at Thomastown, there's one at Oklahoma. The one at Oklahoma and the one at Thomastown needs some attention bad. Right. And I think not enough hadn't been done to to put some more emphasis into those parks. I intend to do that.
That's all right.
I intend to do that. And I can't do it without you. I can't do it without you supporting me and keeping me encouraged, because I'm going to need that. But all of my decisions will be spirit-led. Okay? With God on my side, I know that we can do this.
That's right.
And I will put God in front of everything that I do. And always put you first as well. Because you are the people who are going to put me there. So I am going to keep you first and keep God first, and we're going to move Lee County forward, because it can be better than what it is. You know, so I'm all about economic development. We need more jobs here. We need things here for our young people to do. I'm all about that. I'm all about that. So with that being said, I appreciate your time, your support. I solicit your prayers, I solicit your support, your influence, your encouragement to help make me your next Lee County District 3 Supervisor. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Jeffrey Smith. Now we will have James Woods Jr. And after him, we will have Kowalski Young. All right.
Good evening, everyone. First off, I would like to thank the Greater Mount Calvary MB Church for giving us this location to be able to have this program today, as well as the Lee County Democratic Party. Thank you. As you see, we have new, fresh legs here, so we plan on upping the membership and getting more people involved with the Democratic Party here. So thank you all for throwing this event. My name is James Woods Jr., and I am running for the Mississippi House of Representatives seat for District 27, which includes Yazoo County, Madison County, Leake County, and Attala County. A little bit about myself. I am married. My wife, beautiful wife, Abby Woods, in the back here with the phone. I am the son of Mary and James Woods Sr., who have been residents of Lee County for over 25 years. They used to work down here at Choctaw Maid, well, when it was Choctaw Maid. But I've been here for a while. So introducing myself as a candidate. Some of the major issues that I'm running on, well, let me back it up. I graduated from Velma Jackson High School in Madison County. Went on to the University of Mississippi, received my BA degree from there, and I'm currently getting my master's in public administration from Belhaven University. So let me get all the bio stuff out there. But I am running on 4 major issues, and one of those major issues is expanding Highway 16 between Canton, Mississippi and Philadelphia, Mississippi from a 2-lane highway to a 4-lane highway. And also Highway 35 from Baden, Mississippi to Forest, Mississippi. Another issue that I'm running on is enhancing the Wi-Fi for this district, throughout the district, for all 4 counties. As Mr. Holloway said earlier, we have that same Wi-Fi box that we spent about $600 on, and it cuts us off as well. So that is a huge issue that's going on for the district. Third thing is bringing in manufacturing jobs. Right now, people in Lee County or Attala County are having to drive for a good paying job. If you don't work for the poultry plant or a school teacher or a city government worker, you have to drive to go get this good job in Canton at Amazon or Nissan or now to Yazoo County for the federal prison. I would like to be able to advocate to be able to bring those jobs, or at least bring one manufacturer to Lee County and one manufacturer to Attala County. And the fourth issue that I'm running on is increasing the state and federal funding for the educational system. As you can see, AI is pretty much about to take over. We have to be able to provide funding and training for our students so that they can compete for the future. For the road expansion, one of the main reasons that I'm running on this issue is because from a safety standpoint, there's no way for you to pull over if you have a tire blown out, and you get sick, you need to pull over. Riding up and down 35 or 16 on your way back home, I want you to notice, where is it if something happens to your car right now that you can pull over? Most people say, oh, well, we have driveways that you can just pull into, but as we can see with people being shot simply by walking up to people's doors, that is not a very safe thing. So we have issues, we have things that need to be corrected within this district. Just a little bit of information about the position that I am running for. State legislators. Most people think that this is some big high-paying job. It is not. Salary for it is $23,500 a year. But the goals and responsibilities of of a House of Representatives is to write and create laws, vote on very major issues that affects the state, Medicare expansion, abortion, to the likes, as well as, and no one ever says it, but the representative seat, their main goal is to go and get the money for their district. All of these issues that I'm talking about to better cannot be better, from education to the road system to funding for Wi-Fi. All of this takes money. The number of people that I'm running to represent is 24,250 people. That is the number of residents that live within District 27. The median income is $30,000 a year, and the average age is about 50 to 55 years old, somewhere. But the voting population is about 66.1% African American for this district. Meaning, and it does something to my heart to look down the ballot and see that we could have a Democrat running and winning for Secretary of State, for U.S. Senate, for board supervisor for 3 and 5. This, and also someone who has the opportunity to run and win for House of Representatives. We have the opportunity to make this county and this district look the way we want it to look and act the way we want it to act. If someone is not doing something that you feel is right, vote them out. Period. We're here because of you. The title of my campaign is not on here, it's all on us. Because it's on me as a candidate to run, same for each one of them, but it's for you as a public. It's up to you as a public to vote us in. Do your research, to find out what you like about us, what you don't like about us, whether or not we're accessible, whether or not we know what we're talking about. Can we do the job? That's your job as a voting citizen. So I'm going to leave this here. One thing before I go. I would like to say, I am proud to say this because of my campaign. I have I am not doing this on my own. I'm not running this campaign on my own. I have a campaign manager, my press secretary, if you wouldn't mind, Willette, would you stand, please? My wife, Abby Woods, she's on the team, please stand. My mother and father, these are on my team. My trusted advisor in the back, Alderman Krakow. These people has helped me to this point. I am not doing this on my own. I have all of the advice that I'm giving and where to go and how I should do has came from people that I trust and I know that love me. So on August 8th, please go and vote for James Woods Jr. as your next Mississippi House of Representatives for District 27. Thank you.
You don't have to. You don't have to. Good afternoon, everybody. Well, in church, giving all honor and praise to God. Thank you so much for everyone who is also here today, brothers and sisters, friends. Thank you so much to the leadership of the State Democratic Party that is here, Chairman Urban, and also Jody Brown, the Vice Chair, sitting back here, and also Louise Montgomery, Kimberly County, for the work you're doing putting this all together. And of course, to all of the wonderful candidates that are running in this year's election. My name is Shawaski Young, and I'm running to be and to earn your vote for the next Secretary of State of Mississippi. I am running unopposed in this race on the Democratic ticket, so you will have that opportunity in November. Here's where we are. Last year, in 2022, Mississippi had the lowest voter turnout in the entire country. Mississippi had the lowest voter turnout in the entire country.